What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Wide open spaces. At the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He'll take it himself. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards. Even if I get stopped, I'm starting this game aggressive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, you know, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it's critical then to get off to a fast start. Right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on third, going for it on fourth down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on fourth?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Wants to throw. It's back. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Trying to set up the screen. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Love. Showing off the arms. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Love. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to fire on second down. Now adjusting. Throwing on the run. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So now it's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Beck. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's got it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Music now. Music now. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Bob. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll pitch it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
It's in the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's back. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch. Let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. In the red area, it's Pringle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Chadwick. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Pauling. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw again. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Pauling. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pulls it in. It's Fields. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's back. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of